George Washington, 1732 to 1799. He was the first President of the United States. He became president in 1789, 8 years after the American War of Independence. His early life. George was born in Virginia. His family owned a big farm and had slaves. George didn't have much education. During his life he had 3 jobs. He was a farmer, a soldier, and a politician. He loved the life of a farmer. He grew tobacco and owned horses. He worked hard, but he also liked dancing and going to the theater. In 1759 he married a widow called Martha Custis. They were happy together, but didn't have any children. His later life. He was Commander-in-Chief of the Army and fought the British in the War of Independence. When the war ended in 1783 he was happy to go back to the farm, but his country wanted him to be president. Finally, in 1789, he became president, and gave his name to the new capital city. He started the building of the White House, but he never lived in it. By 1797 he was tired of politics. He went back to his farm and died 2 years later.
Nelson Mandela, 1918-2013. He was the first black president of South Africa. He became president in 1994. His early life. Nelson was born in Qunu, a small village in South Africa. His father was an important man in the village, but he died when Nelson was still young. Nelson worked hard and went to a university where he studied history and languages. At the university he became interested in politics and joined the African National Congress. Nelson studied law and became a lawyer in 1952. In 1958 he married Winnie Mandela. They had 2 daughters. His later life. Nelson became a leader in the African National Congress which fought against the all-white South African government. In 1962 he went to prison. He finally left prison in 1990, and in 1993 he won the Nobel Peace Prize. He became the first black president of South Africa in 1994. He retired from politics in 1999 at the age of 80 and went back to Qunu.